Episode 9 is set to end the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy itself by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people are really interested in when it comes to this movie is exactly how J.J. Abrams is going to utilize many of the new characters that will be inserted into the film in order to move some of the characters like Kylo Ren and Rey forward through this story and through the plot of the film. Now, we do know that there are a total, if not more, of 8 new characters in Star Wars Episode 9 that will be used in a fashion in order to evolve the characters of Kylo Ren and Rey, as well as helping both sides of those actual characters. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very intriguing. That has all to do with the secret of the Dark Prince in the film. Now, specifically, a description of Rey, Finn, and Poe inside of the palace of the Dark Prince, based within the exotic city, a large city based in a jungle world. It's described that Rey is making a bargain and a deal with a character named the Dark Prince, also known as Prince Lon Lee. It's described that the Dark Prince reveals a secret that is vital to the First Order, that has to do with the First Order headquarters. It's said that the Dark Prince reveals the exact location of the First Order headquarters to Rey and her crew, as well as revealing the plans of their use of superweapons, known as the First Order Annihilators. It's said that the Dark Prince helped the First Order in between the events of The Last Jedi and Episode 9, of discovering Death Star technology that resides on a world full of abandoned Imperial bases on an unknown world. So what's really interesting about all of this is that we do know that the Dark Prince, created by J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, is a character that is loosely based off of Prince Xizor. In case you guys have no idea who that really is, it's a character based within the expanded universe, specifically within Shadows of the Empire. So this exotic world, we're actually going to see quite a lot of it in Star Wars Episode 9. Hopefully we do get a glimpse of it in great detail, specifically within the actual trailer tomorrow. But what's really interesting about this is that Death Star technology is going to be used in some way, shape, or form within the new superweapons that belong to the First Order, also known as the Annihilators. Now, the Annihilators are once again loosely based off of the World Devastators from Star Wars Legends, and you can already see that J.J. Abrams is really trying to do quite an amazing job here with Episode 9 in order to end the Skywalker saga on a good note. So, I want to go over to how this Dark Prince guy, also known as Prince Lon Lee, he actually helped the First Order, specifically Supreme Leader Ren, in between the events of The Last Jedi and Episode 9, of discovering the Death Star technology based on this unknown world that actually has a lot of abandoned Imperial bases that hold the technology that actually leads to the creation of these new superweapons, or at least the First Order modifying the superweapons and really taking full advantage of them to their own, of course, benefit. So we do know that this film is really going to show us a side of Kylo Ren as the Master of the Knights of Ren, and of course the Supreme Leader of the First Order. And I think that's one of the most interesting things about this movie, is to see exactly how J.J. Abrams is going to be able to pull this off, where we have a character that was once an apprentice, per se, and is now going to be a master based within this film. So the thing that I find interesting about this is the Dark Prince is a character that has been around for decades. Alright, we're only discovering this character in Episode 9, currently as of right now in present time. But this character does have a past with Supreme Leader Snoke, with Luke Skywalker, with Leia. He's seen it all. So this character most likely is in or around the ages of in his 50s, maybe even in his 60s for all we know. And what's really exciting about this is, like I say, the Dark Prince is based off of Prince Xizor. Now, it's not going to look like Prince Xizor per se. We do know that this character is more around the lines of a humanoid, but not quite like how the Prince was in the expanded universe. So you can see that JJ is cherry-picking from Legends/the EU, and pretty much, giving his own spin on it, which honestly, I think, what they should have done is that they should have given us the real Dark Prince, the actual Prince Xizor in Star Wars Episode 9, the one that all fans know and love from the expanded universe. I think that if they could have done something like that and made their own version of it, where it's still the same character, but there's different aspects of that character, if you know what I mean, where it's based within a different era, and based within, a different planet and a city and stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think about this big secret by the Dark Prince of how he actually worked with Supreme Leader Ren in between the events of The Last Jedi in Episode 9, helping to rebuild or recuperate the First Order after their big defeat on the planet of Crate. Now, I would say that it was a fair, pretty much battle there on Crate. It seems like that it was a draw, in my opinion. Yes, they actually got a lot of losses from TIE fighters and downed AT-ATs and stuff like that, but we do know that the supremacy was pretty much obliterated into bits. So, in my opinion, since the First Order kind of had, a big defeat on their own, and the Resistance got away, it seems like it was a fair fight. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to